My bike's now done 70,000 kilometres and today's job is to give the shock linkages a grease. I've done this before of course, so I'm not expecting any dramas. There's minimal grease in there from new, so if you've never had it done, I think you should get it done now. These points are what I'm going to grease, and so I need to take the bolts out to get at the bearings. Just to give you a concept of how long it'll take me to do the job, let's just start the timer. Rightio then, getting down on the ground, a difficult thing at my age. We need a 17 and a 14mm spanner. I'm not going to bore you by doing this whole job in real time. I'll make it a little bit shorter. And as you're seeing now, I'm not a trained mechanic. That was the wrong bolt to take out first. Oh well. Start again. Maybe I should take these ones first. That's a better job. As always, if you're going to do this job yourself, don't rely on the way I do it to do the job. Always refer to the manual, because as you know, I'm a complete idiot, and everything you see on YouTube is not correct. With those two nuts removed, I can remove the right hand side dog bone, but not until I take the weight off it. So with the jack, I just jack it up so that it just takes the weight. And with that done, the dog bone slides out happily. And then I can slide the ones from the other side, along with the big long bolts. Right, with those bolts removed, I can now take out the spacer, and if you look inside there, you'll just be able to see the needle rollers. They should be all nice and greasy. They actually don't look too bad, but I'll put some more grease on anyway. I'm just using some bearing grease. I pretty much use this for everything that requires grease. And the easiest way to get the grease into the bearings is to actually put it on the spacer. Once it's all nice and greased up, we can slide it in and then thrust in and out a bit to get it all nice and lubricated. Then do exactly the same thing for the other one. Okay, now I can take this one off. This one holds the bottom part of the shock. And it's only a short bolt. And this doesn't have a bearing. It's just plain. So it's just a matter of lubricating up the bolt again before that gets put back in. Moving round to the other side of the bike to get at that top bearing. This one's got an Allen key type head on it, so I need to just crack that and then I can take that bolt out as well. This has exactly the same type of needle bearing, so slide out the spacer, grease it up, pop it back in again. Okay, job done. All 3 needle rollers are nice and greased. Bolts go back in. Bob's your uncle. But I may as well pretend to clean everything. Bit of Caro on a rag gets the grease off nice. Over time these linkages get quite greasy from chain lube, and chain lube is very nasty, sticky stuff and takes a bit of effort to get it off. Ha! I know what you're thinking. Why didn't he clean those bits as well? Yep, slack as duck poo, that's me. But at least all the important parts are clean and greased. And so it's just a matter of putting everything back together again. And in the right sequence this time. What a bonus! I'm just rubbing a thin film of grease on the bolts as well, just to be sure, and keep any corrosion at bay. Okay, again, before you jump to the comments section and start advising me, no, I don't use a torque wrench for these. But if you want to use a torque wrench, just go right ahead. I'm sure the torque settings will be in the manual somewhere. I've probably mentioned this once or 1,000 times before, but I absolutely love ratchet ring spanners. With the last nut tightened to the correct torque, the job's done. Almost. Probably should take that jack out of the way before I move the bike. Okay, let's go back to the timer and see how long it took. Okay, nearly 20 minutes of faffing around, but a job worth doing.